EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Well, this defense for the Niners very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Hooker's going to throw it. That's to the tight end, McCourt. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
First down throw here. It's Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trying to find Jameson Williams, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Niner defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Hooker throwing again on second down. His throw incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll think to block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Oh.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that's just a really good team defense because to me, you can't put that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up the counter.
Take him out for him.
To the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Yeah.
2nd down and 3. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come out on a 3rd and 7. Here's Hooker to throw it. And will find the open man. That's complete. In for the Lions touchdown. Jameson Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Now Greg Zuerlein for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
You and I talked about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. And they they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it easily move into the top 5.
That's right, right sideline here is complete. And he is tackled inside the 49 point to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. They'll look to throw again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Hooker. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. That one let go deep for Laporta. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
Absolutely. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overtimes. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come back flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Option handoff now to Uchenna. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Hooker on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Gibbs straight ahead. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Ready?
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, we'll start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Hooker's throw going into the hands of Williams. pitch and catch there, good for 13. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
Go, Reed, go.
From the gun, it's Hooker. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 18 on the play.
Well, we both know there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
20 down the right sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. It's their quarterback, 44 yards. And the Niners have got it back to within a score. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Right, Dad.
Got it. Ready?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here we go. Here we
After
go.
the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Okay.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
You bet.
Looking to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or it could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atoned for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Hooker. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long on the old side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
That's taken it around the 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over first and 10.
Let's go now.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here is third down and 4.
Warriors 70.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Jalen Waddle, 52 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback, because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that, because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again. So if we've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he
and across the goal line into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Devon Achane, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking to throw, Hooker. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Williams, the man in motion left. That pass caught. It's Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Right.
Okay, great. Seven Pirates.
Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of his mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go, here we go.
Now 2nd and 9.
19 Lions. Go street.
They'll look to throw here. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Touchdown! Deion Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Zuerlein now for the PAT. He's got it tied at 21. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
First down, being chased out left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he's going to get it across the midfield strike in territory. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Incomplete.
How about this defense? A couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Past the 50. 4th and 1, less than past the 50.
They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, that time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He has a first down, and then catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Devon Achane with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the 49ers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now Moody for the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. They juked him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Hooker. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now to get them walk backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick.
Here's Hooker. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ready.
From the 24 now, here's the 2nd and 8. Hooker's going to throw it. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
70 Ranger. Ready.
On 2nd down, Hooker. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Oh, that one's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw, they were getting a difference-making score right there.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Hooker to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, that's a ball that he is going to keep his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll come up now, 3rd and 9.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Cup 19. Cup 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They're going to look to throw. Another catch there for Waddle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. He'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second down and 8.
Ready.
Now Hooker letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
The offense on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is third and 8. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. No return here, he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Micah Parsons able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This from 54 yards away. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Second and 11. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
60
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Second and 10.
18, hide in. Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw here. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Brian Branch with it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Niners 33.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw that. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Hooker going to try and throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Touchdown, 49ers. Devon Achane, 38 yards. And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Street. Mustang 19.
Throwing. Hooker. And that's caught by Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10.
Dragon 60.
Here's Hooker. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Here's 1st down.
1st down, Lions.
Riggs. 79 Broncos. Hey, check that. Street. Buffalo 18. Hustle.
Now Hooker. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Check. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man, complete. Still on his feet. Inside the 10. Touchdown 49ers. Devon Achane taking it goal line to goal line. 100 yards. And the Niners are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
Come on.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Hooker. That is caught. Now inside the 25. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Khalif Raymond, 83 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Niners 42, Lions 31. Jack Fox.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Moses. Mosley. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. This is 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Oh, but a great tackle there. Going to hold him to no gain as the clock runs. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here comes 2nd down. Hooker to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down.
Warriors 17. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready?
Throwing here is Hooker. St. Brown on the catch. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. And he's going to get out of bounds. That stops the clock, and they pick up a good chunk of yardage as well. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Lions. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 18. Tied in. Hurt.
Hooker to the air yet again. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no